RAFAEL Benitez has confirmed the first stage of talks about the summer and beyond have started with Newcastle United, even if he is leaving it to his representatives at this stage. The former Real Madrid boss will head into the final year of his contract at St. James's Park this summer, having successfully transformed the club's fortunes in his first 2 years. After failing to keep Newcastle in the Premier League after taking over in the final couple of months of the relegation campaign 2 seasons ago, Benitez has since led the Magpies back up as champions and has them well placed to finish in the top 10 next month. This season's success has been done without spending as much as the rest of the top flight, which suggests he could take them even higher up the table if there was greater investment in the squad under his management. With Premier League safety effectively assured ahead of today's visit of West Brom, seemingly destined for relegation, Benitez has already indicated over the last 10 days how his squad needs greater experience next season, and that is likely to arrive at a cost. He is sure to put the pressure on owner Mike Ashley to loosen the purse strings over the summer if he is unsuccessful in selling up. A failure to do so would increase the uncertainty surrounding Benitez's position, even if he has hinted before that he would like to take Newcastle to the next level. "We have had conversations and we'll have conversations next week," Benitez said. "My representatives have talked with Lee Charnley, managing director, and that's it. I won't say anything else about that because I want to concentrate on football in the game. They have talked about everything, but that is part of the conversation next week. I'm telling you now because obviously a lot of people want to know. I will not talk too much about that because we will have another meeting and we'll see how it's going. I think it would be good for everybody if it is resolved quickly." He added, "It's just they're talking, leave it there. I want to stay focused on the games and they will continue talking and see where we are. We, with Ashley, were talking in the past and he was happy, obviously, with everything, so we had the conversation before and the conversation about the contract and the future is between Lee Charnley and my people." Benitez was keen not to talk too much about the transfer window or budgets. However, he feels that if a plan can be reached quickly it will help the club attack the summer with a greater purpose, knowing the window closes earlier this year. He said, "Now you have a lot of them who have already experience, so you can look for different targets because in the end, some of those players you know they will do well. You had 3 months to do whatever you want to do, now you have 2 months. You can do whatever you want in 2 months." Newcastle are 10th despite losing at Everton on Monday. Given the 12-point gap that exists to the drop zone and greater goal difference, it is safe to assume that plans are already being talked about with then top tier in mind. West Brom would love to be in that situation. Instead, despite a couple of improved results against Manchester United and Liverpool, they will be down if they fail to win on Tyneside today. Benitez is just satisfied there has been a rise in expectations for his own team that they can go into today's game looking at closing the 4-point gap to 8th-placed Everton rather than worry about the Baggies catching them. He said, "Because we were doing so well, people were thinking we would go to Everton, where they have spent so much money, and beat them easily. We knew it would be a tough game. It's one game at a time for us. Winning one game, we could be in the top 10. The idea during the season has been one game at a time. We have a massive city behind us. We always have to do our best for this massive club." Before Newcastle's defeat at Everton on Monday they had won 4 games in a row, and Benitez is keen for his team to finish on a high, with games with Watford, Tottenham and Chelsea still to come after the visit of West Brom. Benitez has had a fresh injury problem to deal with after Spanish midfielder Mikel Merino was ruled out with a knock picked up at Goodison Park when he was introduced as a substitute. He joins Christian Atsu and Jesus Gomez in the treatment room. The Newcastle boss said, "I was checking the results of the last month and we were in a position where nobody was expecting that we could win against Leicester or Manchester United or Southampton or whatever. And then, we won against Arsenal and everyone was expecting, oh, now you have to beat Everton. It's positive in one way because we have been doing really well and we can relax, and at the same time, it means this game against Everton, people will realize how difficult the Premier League is and the achievement of this group of players. I can prepare now the training sessions and then it's totally different. Just a couple of those games against Manchester United or Arsenal, losing a couple of those games, we would still be in the relegation battle, so I'm really happy with the way things have gone in 2018 and at the same time, positive about the future."